Should we get chickens on our homestead? Yes. Whew, that's better. Big decision done. I guess that's the first decision we had to make, but it was pretty obvious and wasn't hard at all. So what's so hard about chickens? Let's take a look. They're a relatively easy animal that takes up less space than other animals and produces multiple quality products early on. With plenty of space already on our homestead ready and waiting for new chicken inhabitants, we're jumping on the livestock owner bandwagon our first spring as new homesteaders. Hey guys, it's Jordan from Norton Family Homestead, and today we're planning out what we need for our chicken coop. Stay tuned for the end to see exactly which chicks we're getting. Spoiler alert, they're not all chickens. Anybody with any amount of land can have chickens. They're small and take up next to no space, and as long as you take care of them and you follow local regulations, you can get fresh eggs daily from your feathered friends. And that's exactly why we're getting chickens. Eggs, eggs, and more eggs. It's no secret that eggs are extraordinarily expensive right now, and they're still sold out in many stores. What are these? Eggs. What are these, Scott? Eggs. Unfortunately for us, that means Axel and Scott may have times that their favorite food is out of stock at the store.
I know!
Our solution is to get egg-laying hens. Egg layers usually lay one egg every day during the warmer months, and during cooler months, their production may slow down or even halt altogether. They tend to grow slower than their counterparts, meat chickens, but also live longer and healthier lives overall. Chickens may lay white eggs, brown eggs, blue or green eggs, or even a deep red-brown egg. No matter the color, all chicken eggs have a yellow yolk and taste generally the same. Our main goal this year is to get laying hens for their eggs, but they serve another equally important purpose: bug control. While foraging each day, chickens can eat dozens of bugs. And they especially love blood-sucking, heebie-jeebie-inducing ticks. We live on 10 acres with over half of our property and all the property around us being fields or woods. In the spring and summer, it's not uncommon for us to walk the fields and come back with ticks crawling up our pants legs trying to find an unwilling host. While we won't stop checking for ticks, we will be able to reduce our tick population just by having some feathered companions on our property. Although this year we only plan on raising laying hens, we will also eventually raise meat birds for our family. Our goal is to become primarily self-sufficient on the land. If you'd like to follow our story and see how we're going to handle meat birds, click subscribe and check back for more videos. Now, we have many reasons to keep chickens, but what do we need to actually raise them? Great question. Here's what we have for our chickens so far. Coops. Here's coop. This is going to be the main coop, but it's the second coop I'm showing you. It has nesting boxes on the walls, places for birds to perch, up high, on the sides, down low. Good ventilation. This is the chicken coop. You can see the fence line. Bedding. Straw does just fine for this. We also bought diatomaceous earth to be used as a deodorizer mixed in with the bedding. Water. We have a chick waterer for the chicks when they arrive and are in the brooder. We also have chicken watering spouts that we're planning on using with 5-gallon buckets when the chicks get older. Food. We already have chicken feed, chicken grit, oyster shells, and chicken scratch. We have the containers for holding the feed as well. Brooder and heat source. We're purchasing live chicks from a reputable hatchery in Missouri. They're shipping the live chicks to us in April, and then we have to raise them. We do this by putting them in a small enclosed area called a brooder. Then we're using a brooding lamp with heat bulbs to keep them warm. Chicken first aid kit. If you'd like to hear more about what's in our chicken first aid kit, hit the button at the top right of your video. Then, of course, we have to have the chicks.
Hey guys, Trevor's home and we decided to make an impromptu trip to the hatchery, so that is where we're headed, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on with that. Are you boys excited to go to the hatchery? Can you say hi? Good job.
Easy, right?
We're going in.
Wrong. There are dozens of different breeds of chickens. Each one has its most useful benefits. Primarily, they're split into these categories: layers, meat birds, dual purpose, which is both layers and meat birds all in one, or other. But within each category are multiple different breeds. So we had to narrow down which breeds we wanted. We decided we wanted brown egg layers. We wanted birds that produced a lot of eggs, one daily. We wanted hens that generally had a better temperament because our children will be involved in caring for them. We wanted birds that could double as meat birds. We want dual purpose birds. Remember when I said we want to be relatively self-sustaining? The truth of the matter is, the best way we can determine self-sufficiency is by raising our own birds for eggs and raising our meat birds from eggs. So we need dual purpose birds. We went to work looking for dual purpose birds that specialize in great egg production. At first we were overwhelmed because there are so many and they're all so beautiful. But reason ultimately won and we chose 3 breeds to focus our attention on. Rhode Island red chickens are very popular. They're great egg layers and double as meat birds. While they tend to take longer to mature, they have a great friendly personality and are easy to maintain. Barred rock chickens are just slightly less popular than the Rhode Island reds, but their speckled patterns make them better at camouflage. Our chickens are virtually unprotected from aerial predators, so camouflage will be a major bonus for these chickens. Silver lace Wyandottes. These birds are beautiful, camouflaged well, and are also dual-purpose birds. However, they don't produce as many eggs as the other 2 breeds, and in general don't go broody, which is when they want to hatch chicks, as frequently either. And with goals of being self-sufficient, they may not be the best way to go. When ordering from a hatchery, you often have to order a minimum number of birds of each breed. Our hatchery's minimum was 3, but since we have the space and we know that while we try to keep all animals alive, it isn't likely that will be the case for us, we ordered 5 chicks of each breed.
Do you like your sticker? Do you like your sticker from the store? Let's see. It says, what can I say? Chicks like to party. You're crumpling yours up. Uh-oh is right. I think it says cool chicks hang in there. Mama will help you. So we ordered our chicks and they'll be here in a little bit over, or right about 3 months, I think.
But wait, there's more. At Trevor's job, he's been keeping some of his co-workers updated on how things are going around the homestead, and one of them has generously offered 5 additional French breast chicks for a cheaper rate than normal. He's selling us 1 cockerel, a rooster chick, and 4 pullets, hen chicks. So now we're up to 20 chicks who will eventually turn into chickens, and that's already double what we wanted originally for our first year with chickens. But do you remember when I said this? Stay tuned for the end to see exactly which chicks we're getting. Spoiler alert, they're not all chickens. We also bought ourselves more chicks of a different species entirely. Enter guinea fowl. These often spotted birds are much larger than chickens, but they serve many purposes. They do lay eggs, but they tend to taste gamier. They're well known for being protective mothers for their chicks. Their spots make them difficult for predators to see. They eat bugs just like chickens, but unlike chickens, they aren't known to eat the vegetables like lettuce and spinach, so they can be led to the garden to forage for some tasty treats. And really, their only con is also one of the things we love about them. Their warning calls are loud. They second as a watchdog for anything they consider family, and since we're raising them as chicks around our chickens, the chickens will be their family. The guinea fowl can sound the alarm when a predator is near. Armed with that information, we set out to purchase some. The hatchery we're using only sells guinea fowl in groups of 5 for each breed, because if they're alone, they'll get lonely and die. We decided upon 2 different breeds, lavender and royal purple. This was solely because one breed may camouflage better than the other breed. Unfortunately, because of when guinea fowls produce eggs, our guinea fowl chicks won't arrive until 2 months after our chickens. But never fear, they'll be here. And now we wait for our chicks to arrive. If you want to follow along with our chick stories, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for tuning in and see y'all next time.